Welcome everybody to the Dell Futurist Community Cup. I'm Captain Arya. With me, I'm joined by Kiran Shadeslayer Nujibail and Nikhil SK Brutality, where we're going to be watching some intense PUBG action over the next 2 weeks. We've got 2 games today with some of the best players from cafes and some of the best streamers teaming to take part in the Dell Futurist Community Cup. Now, what is Dell Futurist, you're probably asking? It's a platform by Dell that supports new age careers driven by technology, so be it photography, art, filmmaking, app development, and now esports and gaming, which is where the Community Cup comes in to give people a chance to kickstart their esports journey. What do you think of today's matchups with the streamers and cafes, Shade?
It's going to be an exciting one. We're going to start off on a wrangle. And PUBG is pretty much all about the information.
Yeah.
And I think all the players who are in the server here today have had, I think, about a year's time now. They've been watching each other play. They know exactly the kind of plays that each player makes. And I think that is going to what's going to make this game an exciting one to watch.
Well, let's jump straight into game without wasting any time for you guys. SK, talk to us about this early engagement, how people have spread out.
I think this is one of the most exciting circles I've seen in a while. So the plane path was all the way from Severny to Novo.
So straight down the middle.
Surprisingly, we don't see anyone in Millibase or Novo. That's like one big advantage that people have missed out upon. But we see a lot of people focus towards the Milta, focus towards the farm area, and oh my god, this circle is going to land right on Rotti's dense cafe team, which is a non-panda, Sate, Rotti, and Kadak. And this is one of their favorite places. I've played on this team for the past year, so I know that they love holding Milta Par and Milta. And then we have team number 5 and team number 11, possibly going to hold prison, but I think Gosi Boy has noticed Murgiax and he's actually going to take a vehicle and just leave. So they're going to go Lipovka. Yasnaya, again, one big city, right? Unlimited loot, just sitting there, up for grabs. Nobody's going there. Hopefully, Wade spotted no one landing there, and he's probably going to hint his team to go there. Then we have team number 2, which is LXG's second cafe team, and they're going to sit comfortable at school and apartment and the compound north of the apartments. Free loot again. We have team number 18, which happens to be the streamer team of Google X God. Again, a pro team with a streamer right now, and they've got the farm compound. Not one of the best compounds, I'd say. Not enough loot for a whole squad, but if they are lucky, you know, they might scourge around, find some loot from the smaller compounds there. Then we have this whole left side shift. Team number 17. We have Cosmic Whitey here, going all the way to Promos. Not the smartest move, because they do have 2 vehicles, but
it's moving way too far from the circle, and remember, this is esports mode.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. The first shift's gonna be about 5 minutes in, so they do have the time. Then we have Robo Squad taking over the yellow buildings. I don't know if Helium right here knows what he's getting himself into. He has no weapons on him, just band-aids running straight into Robo Squad. So we're gonna take a quick look and see if Rickster spots him out. Just a pistol on him. Void's actually low. He's had
so Void was actually knocked out by a car, but managed to make it into a shack, so he survived. So we've had some crazy initial engagements. Let's actually quickly walk you through the cafes and streamers taking part, so you guys have a bit of reference on whom you're watching today. We've got 5 of the best gaming cafes in India coming together to take part, and then 10 streamers. We've got 2 teams from LXG in Bangalore. Shade, you've got a bit of insight on them.
Yeah, one of them is, of course, captained by my regular co-caster Jonathan, aka Flash, who's got some regulars who do play PUBG every single day there. And second, of course, is someone who did win a LAN a few months back for PUBG. It is AWM, who will be playing up for LXG today. A lot of expectation from them, since they're one of the teams who's regarded as one of the top fragging teams in the country.
Yeah, and you know, with points for kills, just as important as points for position, we're going to see how that factors in. Then we've got one of the best cafes in India right now, Zone from Kolkata. We've got 2 teams from there. We've got one from Blitz Zone, very esports focused cafe right here in Bangalore. Then Rotti's Den in Dehradun, one of the newest cafes, extremely popular. They've got 3 teams in such a short span of time. And then Gaming Ground all the way from Pune with 2 teams. Then Nikhil, why don't you walk us through the 10 streamers we've got taking part?
Yeah, so we got the top 10 streamers who stream PUBG on a regular. So familiar faces. We're gonna start with WikiRex. Young guy, he's been playing PUBG ever since he's got his hands on his RTX 2080. He's just been spamming PUBG. So I want to see what WikiRex has in store for us. Then we got Danny S coming in with another stack squad, which is Danny S, Accelerate, Sadie Boy, and Roy. And then we got GameRex, Arconix, Dynamic Jet, and Trigger representing Sunny from Delhi. Then we have the whole team of Shooting Pandas, who our piece is going to be heading off. And then we got Robo49, another popular streamer, partner streamer with us, and he's got Void, Rachit Panwar, and Brixto playing alongside him. Then we got Cosmic Whitey, right? Surprising name here, but he is one of the biggest PUBG guys in the country, and he's taking part in this PC tournament as well. Then we got a newer name, Hydra Flick. So this guy is probably playing with one of the most experienced rosters here. They've got a collective of about 8,000 hours amongst the four of them, which is a hell of a lot of amount of PUBG.
I think with you, me, Shade put together, we don't have 8,000 hours.
Nowhere close. And then we're moving on. We have Google X God, who's going to be teaming up with Autumn Love, Backtrack, and Endeavor. Again, where all these familiar faces in these stream teams, right? Then we have team number 19, which is Sick Warrior.
That's a team to watch.
That's the guy who I want to watch, because he's, I mean, I'd say favorite because I watch him like almost every day, and then he's like giving you tips. He knows what he's doing.
He's one of the few streamers out there who's fun to watch, and he's really good at the game.
Yeah, and he's got it on hold, right? He's got a wrangle on hold. We've seen it in the past. He's got a bunch of wins, over 1,000 wins, if I'm not sure right now, which he puts up on his stream. And then we have.
And look at that team he's playing with, right? He's playing with Adi, former CS:GO pro. Then he's got Kakashi, who's had his fair share of PUBG experience, and then Captain Pons. So that's a very, very powerful team there, being led by one of the best.
I think for me, it's going to be between Team 18 and Team 19. Team 19 is, of course, the fan favorite team out there, while Team 18, you just the names there. You have Google X God, Ormolov, and Endeavor. We've seen what Endeavor is capable of in a tournament recently. I think it was a 1v12 situation there at the end, which he did manage to get the chicken dinner out of. So again, both these teams gonna be having quite a bit of weight on their shoulders moving into round number 1.
Yeah, and speaking of Sikh being one of the favorites, he actually got one of the first kills in the game, picking off, I think, Soumitra.
Let's quickly
over here
look towards team number 17. He has no idea, but team number 8, 4 of them are rushing right into Amit Kolzara. He's got some sort of a clue that, hey, he heard some footsteps, but he is looking into that. Gets a spray down, 37 hit points, is gonna go back into the building because he's in a tough spot right now. His teammates are nowhere close by.
Yeah, so this is Rocky 3 versus Hydra. He's got a great flank, beautiful takedown there. He gets one knock, but can his teammates come in time? Is he going to get the kill points? Remember, he's got to finish if he wants those points. He's going for the full Monty. Does he want 3 knocks here?
He gets to the third one coming through, and his backup has arrived as well. He's just going to be able to clean up Blitzkrieg now. How the tables have turned. He's in the corner, and Amit doesn't really want to go ahead and finish up. Yeah, with the teammates arriving there. Blitzkrieg now, the choice comes, does he take this fight or does he just back off?
Beautiful stuff there by Amit. Found 3 of them, got the perfect side angle, and that's, I think, a solo squad wipe there.
That's
from
a
Kolzara.
Complete annihilation of a whole team by Kolzara. Brilliant play right there. He held the angles, he went back into the building, didn't get greedy and finished the knocks, which is very rare to see from the Indian players because they usually end up wasting a lot of bullets on knock players. So beautiful play coming down from Amit Kolzara. Picks up 4 kills straight off the bat. Wipes out one of Rotti's Den's team. Unfortunate for them. It was a 4v1. I expected them to probably trade one for one, but
yeah,
unfortunate.
I completely expected Rotti's Den to come out on top there, given it was a squad versus 1. But Kolzara was, aware enough to make that side step and gets the kill.
And something that I did notice, which I'm very happy about, is the fact that teams, I think about a year and a half ago, we'd see them go as 4. And today, with the glimpse we got at the beginning, we see teams actually going for that 3-1 split at the beginning, looking for that information, because if you know where the opponents are in right now, you can pretty much predict their pathing into the future circles, and you can easily ensure that you do make it to that circle 4, circle 5 without taking too much damage.
Yeah, we're going to take a full map view of what's happening right here. Cosmic Whitey's team, like we spoke about earlier, they're all the way in Primos. Zone 1's pushing out, and they need to leave right now, and I think that's what they're planning to do. Whereas we see Sick Warrior, his whole squad, team number 19, is going to take the north side of Yasnaya, and they're going to run into trouble because we have 3 teams holding the north side of Yasnaya and Stalber. So, and this is the same path that, Sick Warrior is planning to take, unless he takes the bridge, which is the bridge to Yasnaya, which is probably the safer option right now. And then you see the cluster of teams in the middle, right? We see team number 18, team number 5, team number 15, team number 7, team number 1, team number 2. That's like a big cluster in about maybe 800 meters. And they're just going to go back and forth trading. We see Hades plays. He's taken down people in Pochinki right now.
Yeah, that was Zone 1 team going up against the streamer team from RPs. Lots of action kicking in, and Hades does manage to survive there. I think it's Zephyr who's just about driving away there on the side, and 2 kills coming in circle.
Yeah, Hades' previous kill I think was with a machine gun, and now he's going to work with that M16, but he's got a long way to go. He's on foot, he's in the blue, and he's got enough band-aids and first aids to make this work. You know, he's just trying to find enough people around him. I think they know this is not a critical situation where they have to worry about getting to the circle immediately. It's about kills. At 5 points a kill, you know, they can stack up. And I think we've got somebody with an airdrop.
So we got Ghostly Boy with two airdrops, not 1 but 2. So they picked up an M249 and he's just prone, chilling out in the middle. And then there's Wade's coming up to pick up the other airdrop. But I see them not picking up the Groza. Surprising.
Oh, I think it's they kind of...
No, I think now he realized,
Yeah.
okay, he's like, there is a Groza in there. He hasn't picked it up yet. I'm actually surprised.
Or is he like unable to pick it up?
I don't think so. He's still trying to trade.
He's trying to figure out what to do there.
Because he's got a Vector and a Mini. A Groza any day, buddy. Anytime today waits, because he is still like chilling out. I mean, they're out at sea. The drop was all the way outside Lipovka. And we see the circle, which is going to push towards Milta Power, like I was saying early on. And the one team that I prefer or I'd favorite in this situation has to be Rotti's Den's third team, which is Rotti, Kadaklonda, and Anon Panda, because they know Milta Par and Milta as like the back of their hands, and they're going to hold the higher ground towards this area with the yellow houses, or they're going to move. So this is going to be a very bad circle coming in for most of teams, you know, because they have to get into Milta or they have to somehow get into the lumberyard or prison, because prison's still empty. This building's taken by team 18, and I think we're going to see a bunch of shots being fired now, because team number 1 is actually just driving by.
Yeah, team 1 driving by 18. They do spot the players
They
coming
spot the players, but I don't think they're going to respond. Yeah, they're just going to hold their compound, I guess.
Yeah,
It's actually a decent compound.
Here's a bit of a risky situation here. You've got Sick Warrior and Adi on a bike. That is not where you want to be in an event of this scale, especially given they are one of the last teams heading into the circles, right? So they're going to be shot at by a lot of people.
Yeah, they've got a long way to go, and I think they're going to make their way towards Yasnaya. So I think it's completely...
Oh, we got
vacant right now.
huge gunfights happening.
Yeah, we got huge gunfires here. Rotti is getting sprayed down by, I think it was XLR8. So he's going to try, but unfortunately he just had a Vector. So not the best gun you want to like shoot. And even though he has an extended, he didn't get a good fire on him. So, but they do secure the compound. Rotti knows that, hey, this is not going to happen. And he's actually going straight into Ghostly Boy now.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to scout out where teams are hiding out for now.
Yep. I think you're still back on, let's get back to Adi and see what they're planning to do, because they're entering the circle as well in a very weird situation, very late entry coming from Sick Warrior right there.
And here's the interesting thing, you know, a lot of these guys, they've been studying how the pros do it. You see almost every single team with a vehicle. Nobody's trying to make their way on foot. They're either in a compound or they're driving around.
And you can see even team number 18, Google X God, had Oromolov and Endeavor, I think, who were actually already in the circle. They're just going back to ensure that they do get that edge circle camped there, but unfortunately they just barely miss out on Adi and Sick Warrior getting their way into the circle.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how well, you know, this Ghostly Boy is scouting out the compound. So he's done like 3 rotations around this compound, and you see his team number 11, they're actually rotating completely on the edge. I think this is the smartest move right here, because if they get this compound, I have a feeling the circle's going to possibly move towards Mini Milta or Milta Power, but Ghostly Boy is in a massive compound, and they've got 2 airdrops, right? So that's 2 complete level 3 armor kitted. I don't know if he picked up the Groza yet, but I think I prefer this compound as over this one. But it depends again, like, you know, who's going to start fighting.
Yeah, we got possible trouble for Cosmic Whitey. He's very close to one of the LXG teams I think they got shot at just a little that they're moving. Yes, LXG, and on the other side, they're actually sandwiched between both the LXG teams, and now they're heading towards Danny S. Cosmic Whitey's team, last to the party. They have no place to go. Man without a home. This is not where you want to be inside the circle. And we earlier saw Sick Warriors team take up a very good position in the hills at the rocks, and that's going to be a great spot to pick people off if they get a good sight on a firefight.
Lucky for Cosmic Whitey and co there, they make it into the compound, taking bare minimum damage there. I think
Alright, we're gonna see a fight now. Team number 6 versus team number 18. So Kadak held his calm, he's got his trigger finger ready, and he knows there's someone in the compound. Everyone's gonna walk straight towards him. Easy knock right there. Is he gonna finish him for the kill? Beautiful spray down. He's got a half clip M4, right? Probably the most stable weapon in the game. Nades it, trying to secure the kill. He knows there is another person. Gonna finish him off, and now Endeavor is stuck in there with Kadaklanda and the whole of Team 6, which is Rotti's Den.
Yep, Endeavor got taken out. Now it's so Google X God and his partner have left Arumulov to fend for himself, who's found himself his bike, and he's decided that compound is just not worth the risk.
Yeah, numbers disadvantage there. Absolutely no reason to take that fight. That being said, though, Noob Forever and Bravo get
Just
cleaned up.
Cleaned up, straight up, you know. And now we see Ghostly Boy. He's gonna spot out Google X God and backtrack, but seems like he wants to take the safer scenario here. He's gonna scout it out. He's gonna tell his teammate that, hey, there are people pushing from behind. But Wikidex and Ghostly Boy, we see, are just gonna move away. Team number 11 gonna go back to the compound. Smart move right there, because you don't want to be stuck in that high ground place and then get naded. And we see team number 18 now, who's gonna push the compound. And in the distance, Ashrock, I think, had a fall. Is gonna get knocked down. I don't know where he is, but yeah, team number 2.
Yeah,
and now we see Aditya coming straight towards team number 18.
Yep, he's the scout there for Sick Warriors team that just took fire from Rotti. Kakashi very low on health, so he's not going to have an opportunity to heal up.
Aditya's gonna get spotted. Yep, we're gonna see Oromlov gonna push Aditya. He's waiting for it. He's gonna wait, and there we go. He's gonna take him out.
Yep. Adi goes down.
Adi. Unfortunate. I mean, he didn't know that these guys have just pushed up.
Yeah, scopes come out there. Captain Pons trying to do some damage, but gets taken down there as it's up to Kakashi and Sick Warrior now in whatever's left of this firefight, and they're actually sandwiched between two teams because Wikirex is on the side as well. Kakashi goes down as well. It's all up to Sick Warrior, the streamer himself. He's gonna have to carry his team on from here on in.
Sick Warrior, they're coming in. Adi, unfortunately, they get sandwiched between two teams. I think that was team number 11.
And Wade's right now. Wade's spotted out Sick Warrior. He's got the glows out. Probably gonna inform his team that, hey, there is people here, but I think he's not gonna let go of Sick Warrior. And in the distance, we see Robo Squad completely getting eliminated.
There's Robo Squad creeping in from behind. Just gets completely wiped off the server by Team 18. Team 18, despite losing that one player early on, Endeavor, they seems to have crawled their way back into this with a lot of fights.
And we're gonna see another fight here. Team number 6, Rotti's Den, gonna fight. I think it's Blitz Zone, yeah. Murki, Snorlax, and Redrek. And Kadak is actually going to move straight towards the corner. He's going to get the spray down if he spots them out. Beautiful spray. Is he going to get a triple? Nope. Gets knocks Snorlax out. Murki's going to push out to the tree. Gonna spot Redrek out as well. And then 2 knocks for Kadak Landa. And he goes down to NGU from the left. So let's see if someone pushes in, and nope, NGU just completely finishes him off right there.
Yep, Murgi went in for the finish, and now he's going to go for the res, but he knows the rest of Rotti's team is moving.
Trade in, and we're gonna see if Murgiax is actually gonna get saved. And yep, he's gonna knock Safe down. And where is the rest of Rotti's Den?
Oh, they're pushing.
Finally, Rotti comes in and then finishes that fight off, and we lose yet another team. So Rotti's Den is gonna take out Blitz Zone, and they still have the circle, right? They still have the circle close to them. Not much of a move.
There's actually an airdrop right outside the compound at the edge.
We've lost a good 4 teams, which is actually insane because it's just phase 4 and we have about 15 teams, which is basically, let's look at the aerial view right now. We have 15 teams in phase 4. We've come a long way, and then we see team number 2 taken out. Viper XL is going to take out Hades Plays, but The Deflate's going to hold back and he's not going to be able to finish him off. So Axelin's going to come in for the res. Let's see if he's going to smoke in. Viper XL's going to...
Yeah, he's going to come in with the nade. Axelin there is going to stick that revive. No, the nade actually manages to finish him off, and Viper XL just going to retreat back into the building. They're way too out in the open. Not the best of times to take that fight. He just barely makes it back into safety. That does take a little bit of damage. Nandi having been tagged down pretty low, but he does have support from Viper XL now, and team number 2 from LXG hold on.
Yeah, let's take a look from above here. We've got Team 7. That's the second team from Rotti's Cafe. They've got pretty much all of GG and Cosmic YT covered, but they're going to have to move through them if they want to progress from here.
Long range fights
Blaze
coming
decides
in.
to go out in the open, gets knocked out by Cosmic YT himself. They're going in for the finish. Smart move there as Cosmic picks up a kill for himself. I think that's the second one for the man.
So it's Cosmic's first kill.
God, my bad.
I mean, it was actually an open push. So he tapped him 3 times, 1 headshot, 2 body shots with a suppressor. I mean, impressive, dude. This guy just made the switch and he's just going crazy right
Yeah,
now.
and the rest of the team's moving and Cosmic shots are coming out. I don't think they have a choice at this point. And what's worse is they're running towards Rotti's team.
Elok there, just winging it and running out into the open, and Amrul also gonna end up going down to Sate there, and the smokes just not enough cover there to get that transit across, and they just get creamed down by Cosmic YT and team.
Now we're down to the last 14 teams with 43 members alive. Apart from Sick Warrior, nobody seems to be in any immediate danger unless we move to this part of the map.
21 minutes in, and we've pretty much seen, I think, a total of 30 plus kills already go down, and we have another one, and Google X God does get knocked right out in the open. He does have the revive coming.
Oh, the nade coming in from Trigger 2050. He's got 2 nades going in, but I think he's missed them. They're a little too much to the right, as Backtrack should be able to get the clutch revive there as Trigger. He's going to go and flank. They have no idea he's coming in from the left, and Google X God squad is in a bit of trouble. They're looking at the old position. Trigger, he kind of potatoes his spray. He's out in the open now. A lot of people can see him, not just squad 18 from Google X God. And Trigger's going to decide that that is a failed endeavor, and he's going to go back to Sunny and DJ.
He had that window of opportunity there on Backtrack, but unfortunately unable to land that initial spray down. And I think it's a wise decision there. There are just too many people ready on the side of Team 18 there.
I mean, they had the makings of a full squad wipe there, but you know, Trigger kind of just let down. But dynamic with the knock on FGD over there.
Yeah, and Zephyrs is actually going to push in. He's not going to go for the res. He's trying to get into the circle because I think FGD is completely out. I mean, he's at the edge of the circle, but Zephyrs cannot go back because this is the only cover they have at the side of the hill. And I have a feeling Zephyrs has to take this. It's a 1v3 and he's got Google X God just about 50 meters away. Let's see if he can get a few quick shots. The Mutant is a very powerful weapon.
Oh, he gives away his position and he takes a big hit there, 14 HP, and he's pretty much at the edge.
Now here's my question, you know, will Google X God and Arumloft be aware enough and be ballsy enough to try and get into this and pick off a kill, steal that 5 points?
I think they're in a very good position. Why? Because if you notice the ridge they're on, there's a lot of like...
Oh, they're covered from almost all sides.
A lot of ridges, right?
Yep.
So they're covered. Unless someone throws like perfect, like 3 Kobe's, there's no way they're going to kill Google X God. And he's in a very good position.
Yeah, we got a bunch of kills going on as I think DJ gets the spray down, finally finds FDG and Zephyrs for the double kill for Game Rex's team.
Yep, that is going to be team number 3 out of the server here. The circle's moving in. We still have shots coming in from team number 11, Vicky Rex and co. These are the guys who pretty much have the most information in the server. They pretty much know, I think, half the people in the compounds that they are holding, and team 11, Ghostly Boy taps away. Drez just barely managed to way back.
I mean, he whiffs about like 5 hits right there. Again, multiple hits being whiffed by Ghostly Boy. 18, 10. Not the hit points he wants to like achieve right now, but unfortunately he just let 3 people pass right in front of him.
And the 4th one coming in as well, but Frost Punch is not as lucky though. He's taken so much damage. He's just going to stop there.
Look at Trigger here. He's actually going in from behind Frostpudge, trying to get involved. He's whiffed a few shots, but he starts getting fired at by WikiRex's squad. Trigger was trying to be smart, trying to make up for his earlier mistakes and to get some kills. And wow! Crazy stuff there by Cold Zera. Huge spray down. Comes in with 3 kills.
So this is Hydroflix team, right? They've got 9 kills and they got their eyes on a airdrop, and they have the best ridge right now because they have like a whole building, half a building on their left, and this ridge, you cannot get spotted from any side. Looking at the teams around them, they cannot get spotted if they just stay low. What do you think about this positioning right here coming from Hydroflix?
And considering, you know, their only threat right now is Cosmic Whitey, it's not something to be too worried about. Those guys prefer to play passive, prefer to keep to themselves unless they have to. So they're not going to be really pushing up unless the situation demands it. So that's a very good position there for Hydra. What do you think, Shade?
Hydra, they've had... But I think we haven't really covered too much of Hydra at this point, but they've got a lot of kills in the bag, and like Brutality said, they've got really good position as well. Team number 6, Anon Panda.
Anon Panda actually spotted out the whole of Cosmic squad, but the trigger discipline sometimes on this guy is like kind of surprising because he could have taken out one person, but instead he was like waiting for the circle to reset, and now we actually one of Cosmic's teammates got down in the play zone and died.
Yep, that's going to be Haram Core going down, unfortunately. And Dynamic Judd coming in. They do manage to get knock for knock, team 13 and 18, duking it out. Google X God, and they've actually already got knock on 2. Google X God just barely survives. 4 HP. 2 teammates having gotten knocked down. Is he going to go for the revive trigger? He's on the other side. He spots the player out. He's in the grass there. He does get the shot in as well. Low HP, both players. Google does manage to get the knock. And is that enough time though? Dynamic will be able to push back. Oromolov is up as well. And Google X God just digs them out of
Here's the interesting thing. You know, Sunny's team, they've got the car to run away in. They do not have to take this fight if they can help it. Right, time is running out, but they've got a way out of this situation. Dynamic Judd trying to make sure they don't get pushed too easily. And crazy fights happening in the distance. Google X God still holding steady, finds Dynamic Judd, and now Sunny is going to run away. Trades coming in from all over the place. Long range pickoffs everywhere. Sick4 here finally fallen, did a bit of damage. And now Sunny's team, they're heading straight towards Rotti and Co. He's the last man standing. He's going to get sprayed down. He has no idea where Rotti is. He's going straight towards Satan Anon, and that is going to be the end of Sunny Meister from all the way across. Viper.
Rotti got a beautiful shot on Viper XL right there. Took his time in the dome right there with the Kar 98. And in the distance, we see IR 10 kill spree. And Rotti's team as well with 10 kills. These guys are going crazy right now.
Interesting series of events that we had.
And Frost here has picked up an arm. He's trying to play the edge of the circle, trying to pick up. He's actually shooting people who are down. Very smart move here. Trying to get those free points from the kills.
Yeah, points do matter a lot, especially when the games are really tight at the end. And we've seen, in fact, teams just having to play a completely different style than they usually do just to make up those few points with the additional kills when you do reach the later rounds. That being said, though, Sits, I think he has an idea of where IR players are right now. There is one player.
Here's the interesting thing. Danny S's team been very passive throughout. You know, not too many kills on them. Right, just the one, in fact. But they're right in the middle of the circle with the only compound. And they've got almost all the houses covered. This is such a brilliant position to be in. And he's got Sadie Boy and Accelerate to back him up. So that is a very, very strong squad that everyone's going to have to run at towards the end of this map. As the firefights continue, WikiRex's team, they're losing on ground with each passing second. Sate gets his 5th kill. Huge number of kills there on Rotti.
And I think that was team number 18 getting eliminated there with Backtrack going down.
Yeah, Backtrack went down to Ghostly Boy, but I think he took a lot of zone damage right now. So not the smartest move for him, but he didn't have any other situation to push in. But then now we see Danny S's squad. The one is sitting in the building. They've got the best combo.
This is their moment.
Yeah, this is their moment. They've got 2 knocks right now, but they are in ridges, right? So Roy, again, beautiful tag right there from Roy. Headshot, moving headshot on Flash the Alpha. He knows Frostpunch is the only one remaining. He's going to push in with an
But here's this, is it too risky that all of them are going out for this cleanup kill?
It's not risky. They need the kills right now, and Frostpunch, the last remaining person, going to clean up. And there we go, team number 12. Good push coming there, but there's 10 seconds left in the phase, right? They are gonna have to push in, and it is the death circle. Right
Oh,
now.
Accelerate finds another kill there. On to Joker.
There we go, Accelerate again. Tag a bunch of tags on Ghostly Boy and WikiRex's squad, but that's about 6 more.
Yeah, Rotty goes down there to Nandy, but his teammates are there for the cover-up as Sate gets the trade. Now WikiRex's squad, they're going to be pushing from the edge of that circle. They're still covered by the tower, so Rotty's team has no idea that they're there. And one of them is going to have to go in for a clutch smoke revive onto Rotty himself.
Yep, looks like they're going to be able to stick that as Accelerate and Co are just going to drive away. We do see team number 11, WikiRex and Co, just coming in towards the east-west side there to take up that compound. Squad number 6 is also gonna have to move out.
And here's the thing, IR is still alive.
Yeah,
somehow.
IR is still alive. we see Prajwal spotting out 3 people from Danny S's squad. Is he gonna hold his trigger, or is he gonna take shots at them?
Oh, the fight's coming in.
This is actually a really good move from IR. Let's see if they're going to clean up, or they're going to let,
It's just Rotty alive. Rotty's going to get spotted by Vades and the Groza, and he goes down, as I think that's going to be the end of Rotty's last team. It is down to Team 17, Hydra, Team 11, WikiRex, and Danny S.
Yep, and another kill coming in. I'm a Ghostly Boy able to get one. Sadie Boy replies as well. And that, unfortunately, is going to be Team IR.
And it's a 3v3 for the end. But, Danny S's team, they're in a bit of a tough spot because they've got 2 members down.
Yep, Sadie Boy is going to have to step up here. So, if this team knew exactly the information that we have, they would have looked to go for the push, but unfortunately, I think he should be able to get the revives off, and it's going to be back to a 3v3.
Yeah, I think they have a molly. Waits has a molly on him, but he's going to smoke, and he's going to bait out.
So here's the interesting thing. I've got 8 kills here on Danny S's team. You've got 5 kills on WikiRex's team. It's going to be a huge point difference.
But the thing is, Danny S's team have busted armor, whereas WikiRex's team they still have the level 3 armor on them, right? So it's going to be, I'm going to favor team number 11 over team number 12 right now.
I think
it's all on the final push.
I feel Danny S's team has got the momentum because they've been fighting a bit more often than WikiRex, right? So they're a bit more in the zone.
Indeed, but that being said, though, team number 11 has come in with a beautiful game plan.
Oh, Sadie Boy, I think he's trying some cheeky nades. He has some idea where Vades is.
It's all on the M249. I'm going to watch Ghostly Boy because it's all on the M249. He's got probably the best flank right now on the whole of Team 12. It all depends on Wades and...
But I think there was tracers coming in from Accelerate there. I'm not sure if that was a pre-fire or if he actually managed to spot I am a Ghostly Boy. If that is the case, then that's going to be pretty much the gig up.
Circle. We see Ghostly Boy going to sneak in right now. Sneaky. He's almost in the zone. I think he just needs about couple more steps and he's going to spot out Accelerate if he just gets up. At this point in time, if he gets up, he's going to spot him out.
He's got cover with the Dacia as well there if he wants to stand.
I think everyone's almost used up most of their nades. Sadie Boy just about missing Wheezing. Wade, takes a lot of shots but loses him in the smoke now. And they have no idea as WikiRex's squad has finally made their way to the circle. This is intense. 3v3, guys, to take the first map and the lead in this 2-week-long tournament. We're playing 2 maps a day in the Dell Futurist Community Cup. And it's come down to this. The final 2 teams, 3v3. WikiRex and Danny S.
Smokes have dissipated. A lot of shots coming in. Raids does get one strike around. WikiRex gets the second, and that is gonna be only one alive here for team number 12. He's just gonna stand his ground. I'm a Ghost Boy spots him out, and that is it. Winner, chicken dinner. Team number 11, WikiRex. Beautifully done.
Crazy stuff. What a final circle. What a match. And some unexpected results.
No, but that was so well played by Wades. I mean, those quick snaps, right? Because there was only 2 outcomes if you look at that scenario. He had one person right in front of him and then he kind of heard footsteps on the right as well. So quick flick over to the other person and he takes down Sadie Boy and I think it was Accelerate. And then Ghostly Boy with the cleanup, 100 ammunition in the last circle, all the ammo that you need It's like you don't
It's
even
the
need spray control.
M249, man. It's the M249.
He just sprayed away about 60 ammo right into the last person and clutches the win right there.
Yeah, so let's walk you through the result and the standings, right? So we got WikiRex's team, a good 8 kills in first place, so that's a lot of good points there. Then Danny S's team, very, very respectable score, because I don't think any of us expected him to be a top 5 team at this point, let alone come in second with 8 kills. Right, after that we've got Hydra with, I think, 10 kills there, right? That's a great score for them. Then I think Rotty is going to feel hard done, because he got sandwiched.
He's got the highest kills in the lobby right
his
now.
team got caught between 3 different firefights, right? And I think if they'd just chosen to push one side together, it could have ended very, very differently for all of them. But Rotty's team, Sate with 7 kills, Kirk Londa with 4 kills, Rotty himself with 2, and Anon Panda with 2. That is 15 kills, the highest kills we've got in the match so far. That's almost 4 whole squads they wiped out.
I think that was pretty much the story with positions 4, 5, 6, 7. All of these guys were holding compounds very close to each other, deciding to take the fight there, and each one knocking each one out.
Then
and
I guess it's all on that esports circle shift, right? That it just shifted everyone to that middle little cliff that Rotty's team, Accelerate, and we saw the final team, WikiRex, pushing into, but nobody expected that shift, because there were 3 compounds in phase 4. And then phase 5 to 7, we ended up with like nothing but 3 trees.
Yeah. And then 5th, Shade must be happy. That's LXG's second team coming in at 5th place.
Yep.
4 kills, that's a decent haul. Then at number 6, who do we have here?
That's another LXG team coming in. Flash.
Oh, that's the other LXG team. Wow. Then number 7, we've got Google X God. Number 8, Cosmic Whitey. Just the 2 kills on them, but hey, good position finish. Then Sunny Meister at number 9. 10, Sick Warrior. This man, all alone. I think he went from 15 teams alive to 10th all alone. And it's only because I think his trigger discipline that he got found out, because he was just sitting quietly in that house and he took that one shot for that 1 kill.
He actually cased a down person, and he let go of his position, and he got pushed by the whole of WikiRex's squad. And then we have, rounding off the remaining guys,
we've got another 11th. We got another Rotty's Den team. 12th, we've got
RP's, the streamer.
We got RPs.
That's Shooting Pandas. We lost them very early in Pochinki, right? So I think they got the 4 kills super early on in the circle. I think it's phase 1 or 2 where they got these kills, and they lost 2 of their members in Pochinki, which is Scotch and Axelin. But yeah, I mean that was probably like one of the most entertaining matches we had to watch. The last circle shift was unbelievable, and Wade's teach me how to aim, man, because that Groza with nothing on it he just like snap, back-to-back 2 kills, and then I think that was in the bag for them the moment I saw the 2 knocks, and I saw Ghostly Boy pushing, and I was like, yeah, this is in the bag for WikiRex. So brilliant performance by them. Unfortunate, I mean, big shout out to Rotty's Den. 15 kills, guys. There's nothing to be bummed down about.
We've still got one more map, right?
We've still got one more map for today. It's the fun map, so definitely going to look forward to more kills from these teams and see how they're going to like unleash on Sandhawk, which happens to be map number 2.
It's going to be a much faster paced map, and what's exciting is, Dell Futurist, they enable people to follow their passions for careers driven by technology, and we've got so many people making a name for themselves. They're like, hey, I am here, look at me. So many people we did not expect to be performing, and they've stepped up and they've made a name for themselves in just the first map of the Dell Futurist Community Cup, folks. We're going to take a short break, and we will be back with map 2 on Sandhawk.
Yep.
That's going to be crazy as these 20 teams compete for more.